these are solid state, but they have, or I'm saying solid state, that's not correct, solid fuel, but these are liquid fuel tanks, whereas I need solid fuel. What's the heat shell? No particular reason, that is just where they're at. When I was originally building it, these were like directly on an area, and for some reason I thought that maybe they would heat up really bad and it would be a problem. And then it never ended up being a problem. Okay, so these are liquid fuel fuselage. Liquid fuel fuselage. Okay. I get it now. What's funny is they're on the they're on upside down. Oh no. I didn't even notice. That's a little rough. Oh no. Okay. With rocket fuel. Okay. Here we go. Rocket fuel. These are xenon containers. Black is the non-insulated side. Oh. that's that's a little rough. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that at all. Oh no. Okay, so question. All of these like tanks, learning. Yeah, all of these tanks, these ones right here that I was going to originally put on these were all liquid fuel. Is there not a tank for solid fuel? I'd go with a larger rocket because these smaller ones are quite limited. All right, that's fair. You know what? This was our good first attempt at a rocket. It got into space. It did pretty good. We are just gonna save this as our Mark 10, and we're just gonna start with a brand new rocket. And the first thing I gotta do is E sent in a whole bunch of names, and I'm just gonna pick one. One of the names. Where was it? We are gonna go with the Mark 1. Okay. Now we are gonna start off with a larger rocket. The scientists seem more confident they are down to smoking only one pack a day. Yeah. Maybe smoking 20 would probably be a better idea. Okay. So, okay. We've got this one, which is not very big. And we've got this one, which is very, very big. You know what? I did a smaller rocket the first time. Let's go on here. So this is a right mouse button for that. It takes liquid fuel. This one takes liquid fuel. Okay. Drains evenly respecting crossfeed per priority. Liquid plus oxy. Okay. So how do I bring along ox? Just liquid should be considered jet fuel. Okay. So this has liquid fuel and oxidizer in it? I think is what that's trying to say. This has both. Let me find one that's like the actual size. Oxidizer is liquid oxygen, liquid fuel is kerosene. Okay. Now you're speaking my language. Now I getcha. These had liquid fuel and oxidizer in it. Perfect. So here we at least have one big ass ship. Solid fuel is basically explosive rubber pellets. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. So we've got this is big, beefy. I now know that actually with how heavy that is, I might add just a couple of smaller ones on the side just to see how it goes, because it would be funny. It would be funny for sure. Okay, so these take liquid fuel. Do these also take liquid fuel? Is that what I was having problems with? Oh, that's why these weren't working. I need liquid fuel and oxidizer to get them working. That makes That's what this button is. Oh no, never mind. This is telling me the types of that it can be. Okay. But that makes more sense. So it can, the ones that take propellants like that, they take both. I was thinking they only took one. The Twitch engines are great for landers and boosting underpowered probes. Liquid plus oxy. Okay. So then any of the ones, okay, liquid only is air breathing / jet engines. And then ones that have the liquid plus oxy are the ones that, oh, okay. That makes sense. Cross feed per priority. So ones like this are classified as liquid fuel engines. Liquid plus oxy. Liquid only is air breathing / jet engines. Oh, that makes sense. The liquid only are for not for spaceships. Okay. The liquid only are for like actual jets. God, I have learned more tonight than I have ever watching anybody else play this game. That's really funny. Because a liquid oxygen is the air the propellant needed to burn in the vacuum of space. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I get you. I get you. Okay. You know what? Let's just throw on some stuff. But that makes a lot more sense. Okay. I kind of want to keep it up with being a full liquid fuel one now that I know that. That makes a lot more sense. And these are jet engines. Okay. Turbofan, afterburners, basic jet engines. Fair enough. That makes a lot more sense. And these are liquid fuel engines, which are literally meant to be. Okay, so since I'm building one this big, I'm going to start off with some bigger couplings. We are going to couple on. Note that solid rocket boosters are as advertised. They boost you during the toughest part of liftoff at lower altitudes and speeds. Okay, so when it says booster on it, these are the ones that you like want to set up so that way they help you get off the ground. But everything else you kind of want to set up for like actually keeping you up in space. Okay. Solid rocket boosters can be used in other places but cannot be powered down. They can only fire at a predetermined power level. Oh, okay. So like when I was controlling the how much throttle I had, they don't have a throttle. They go full speed or they don't. I did not know that. Okay, that makes more sense. So these are the ones that I would want to put like right here. You can turn down its thrust output in the hangar before flight. Oh, by like clicking on them and editing it from here. Okay. Actually, I probably shouldn't put those so close. I could probably do a coupling that's... Where are the couplings at? One of the couplings like this. The out couplings. Okay. And then we could place that on there. There we go. But that makes a lot more sense. Okay. So these would be big ones for that. You... Okay. Now things are starting to fit together a little bit better. That makes a lot more sense. So these are a liquid fuel engine. It's still a little bit small. Where was the really big liquid fuel engine? No. Good God, looking at the delta vector, it's already so powerful. See, this is why I like playing on the one that lets me just pick. Because if I do the one that lets me just pick, then I can just straight up make the strongest, scariest looking thing. Like, if you saw this coming at you, you think it would be a nuke. There is no thinking it's anything else. Actually, I should probably put a coupling on that before we drop off into anything else, because it's going to need to couple off that extra weight. What's the right size coupling for that? It's probably the bigger one, right? Yeah. Okay. So from here, we take a separate liquid engine. Liquid fuel, right here. This is gonna be a good one. Nah. This one, maybe. Nah. That's solid fuel, liquid fuel. Oh, here. It's probably this one is the one I was thinking of, huh? No, definitely not that one. The actual re-entry vehicle of an atomic weapon is about as big as your torso. I did not know that. That's wild. Really? Is it about as big as your torso? Seriously? That's insane. Okay, we'll couple into a smaller rocket. That makes sense, actually. Most rockets couple out like that. Generally. Okay. That's payload. There we go. And then that couples out to that. Okay, and then we need a solid fuel drive. That's a little big. Maybe, nope, that's still a little big. Nope, that's still a little big. Nope, it's still a little big. Okay, we're thinking probably this size, right? That one has oxidizer and that in it. So we'll move upwards. These, what do I have selected here? Not that. That goes above here. Goes those to release those, coupling to release that. Then we're here. Okay. And then we have this big ass thing here. And we're going to use aerodynamics and get good size. The smaller size means faster entry, easier to maneuver, and harder to intercept. Most modern nuclear missiles are designed to carry 2 to 6 or more MIRVs, multiple independent reentry vehicles. That is a neat, just a random little thing to throw out there. Huh. Okay, so these are delta wings. Here is a winglet. These will be alright, right? Probably. More than likely, we'll be fine. Throw those up there. And keep in mind, this is not the most efficient. This game taught me in a very tactical, historic way about the nuances of even the slightest change in terms of aerodynamics and timing. Yeah, that's fair. Everything has to be run like a very specific way or else it just won't work. Which is totally fair. Where is this even at? Is this the bottom one? Oh yeah, that's the bottom one. This needs to go down here. Yeah. Oh yeah, E, we are still building on it. We did start a brand new ship. Welcome back. Yeah. We are still working on ships, but we started a brand new one. So now we are working on trying to see if we can, like, we're using stages right now to try and see how far we can get it up, for the most part. That's a lot smaller. I guess dumping it off into smaller and smaller probably isn't a bad idea. And I could put on a... That's a bigger tank. Where is the smaller tank is? I just had it a while ago. Is it this one? Yeah, that's a lot smaller. There we are. That's the kind of tank we're looking at. Went from itty bitty hell rocket to gigantic order rocket. Yeah, I kind of jumped straight at the gun, right into the biggest one I could find. I think from here, for one, we are gonna need stabilities. Is that a liquid only stage up on top? No, it's got a little rocket. Oh, actually, is it a liquid only stage? I don't think so. Yeah, I used one of your other names from the start. Yeah, it's got a little rocket on it. Because it decouples right here, this decoupler, which is not really set right. This needs to go like up here, and this needs to go above it. Because right-click the fuel tank to see what's inside. Okay. This fuel... Oh, no, you're right. I did pick the one that's just liquid fuel. You are correct. I picked the wrong one. Okay. Fuel tanks. Let's see. That is just liquid fuel. I can't really... Yeah, Royal... It's the Royal Mark 1. It'll be great. We need one that's liquid fuel, because this takes liquid fuel. Is this just a liquid fuel engine, or does it... No, it definitely is going to take more than just liquid fuel. I also have been spending... Yeah, this takes oxidizer as well. Okay. There we go. This one isn't the one that's got oxidizer and liquid fuel in it. There we go. Now we're looking better. Thank you for pointing that out. That would have been a mess as soon as I got to it. I think this is probably why Kerbal Space Program starts off the way it does, where it has you do a whole bunch of stuff, and the way that it does it, because otherwise you're stuck, not really being able to know how to do stuff and having to figure it out on your own. Where is that other rocket at? It forces you to start simple trial and error. Yeah, and it's simple trial and error with stuff that's not as complicated. Because, like, what I'm doing right now is a lot more complicated for pretty much no reason at all. Ooh, I did that weird. I should smooth out that coupling and make it smaller, just so it looks better. Simplicity is reliability. Yeah, exactly. There we go. And I think at this point is about the time where I'm going to put on a module for the top. Remote guidance unit. There we go. So that means that this is our final tier of a rocket. So this is going to go up here. This goes right here, right? That is a coupling into this. I could probably put this on the same one and be fine. This needs to go in between, right? Because these are the bottom ones? No, these are the bottom ones. So it goes here, those finish off, these couple off, that couples off, this rocket starts, these can probably go up here, right? Ooh, no. No, it was right to have these here. Because it's going to be this one down here at the bottom and these ones here in the middle. Okay. Okay. Well, I think Mark 1 is about done for the most part. I'm gonna take this off for a second because I do remember I need an inline stabilizer, so that works. Okay, I do kind of want one or two of these just to have them here on the small bit, but I'm gonna have to get monopropellant. That's liquid fuel and oxidizers. RCS only works with a monoprop tank. Yep. Yep. There we are. Monopropellant tank. See, and now I understand what you mean. Are you my dad 23? Probably not, but yo, what's poppin', sir? Or ma'am, I apologize. I should not have said it that way. What's poppin'? How you doing? We are gonna do 3 times like that. So then we're gonna have monopropellant. What in the hell did it do there? Okay, well, we'll just do one and we'll just stick it on there weird. Okay, and then we've got that pod up there. What's the mission? Right now, to get this into space. I had it all set up where I had a completely other different one set up. And we got it up into space for a little bit, and then it came crashing back down. And then Glebe recommended that I start trying to work on a bigger ship and see if maybe I can get a bigger ship to work. So I am going to do that. Space is in space, or you mean orbit? I just mean orbit. I don't mean like actually space, because I don't know. I'll probably be able to get into space if I try hard enough. You really won't make it with this, not going to lie. I mean, fair enough. I mean, fair. You're probably right. We'll do 4 and just make sure that's stabilized correctly. There is those, that, couple, and go. Yeah, to be fair, it's not anything super big. It's not crazy. I'm not going in expecting I'm going to hit top orbit and blast through everything that's going on. It's need roughly 3,000 miles per second of Delta 5 before you have 1,400. Okay. Okay. Where? Oh, that's where you guys are seeing that at. And a good roll program. Okay. Delta Vector. Oh, that's making a lot more sense now. So, like, my bottom area right here is where I'm getting pretty much all of my thrust at here. So, recommended maybe taking this and doing more of them. Would that drop it up a lot more? Maybe? Note that the value changes as the atmosphere thins, plus gravity decreases. So, see, good team. They know the game and I can just name things. Fair enough. Okay. So putting that on there, that didn't go up like at all. Huh. Interesting. 881. Okay. So these are full solid state ones. So I have an exploration crew orbiting a black hole in my Kerbal at the moment. Damn. Okay. So I've got two people who know what they're doing and one person who's good at naming things. All right. Okay, so I accidentally knocked it off that. Okay, so looking at this, the max thrust is I guess I also have to take into consideration that no matter how big the thrust is, it's also how heavy it is, because that's going to create drag. Okay. Just imagine me as one of those nervous scientists during Apollo 13, smoking heavily and munching on peanuts. Yeah. Hey, I get that. I totally get that. My question is having okay, so for one, this is not getting up into full space or any farther than that. TW is thrust to weight. If it's first stage, it has to be over 1 or you won't go up. Okay. I should probably look through all of this stuff too while I'm looking at it. Okay. 2 hour thrust to weight ratio is also another little magic number. So, where would I find that at if I'm actually looking to see what the ratio is from the amount of weight that I have to the amount of thrust I have? Oh, right here. Okay, I see it. So right now it's at a 2.9. We had the exact same thought. For real. God, I feel like I have coaches teach me how to actually play the game now, and that's hilarious. Okay, so TWR right now is at 2.9. My thrust is about 8,496, and I'm moving about 1,825 to be able to actually get up. So what is that? The staging of stage 1 might be precluding the full Delta 5 calculations. Okay. Okay, so right here, right as I have it built right now, these two layers have no thrust. They have no TWR. Is that a bad thing? Is that going to change based on when I actually decouple this bottom piece? Or is this not going to have any liftoff because it doesn't have enough weight to actually push it upwards? Generally, it means the staging is wonky. Okay, so right now as I have it, it's probably not going to go anywhere. I wonder if it's because it has so much extra weight on it, because even this top one also doesn't have, like, any thrust to weight ratio. Like, at all. It has no thrust. Why does it have no thrust? That is so strange. Unless... Okay, I'm gonna just test something real quick. I'm gonna throw this coupling down here. What did I just do? That looks weird. I don't know what that is. Get rid of that. Maybe add another stage to put the side decouplers. Okay. That's not the right thing. Side decouplers, like right here. Why is it inlay now? Okay, So once this is off, these are going, that is going. There's a separate stage where these side decouplers take care of it. That's going to have 0 thrust to weight ratio because it has nothing in there. Okay, question. Do I need to keep my actual decouplers separate from the rest of my staging? Because if I put all of my staging, because right now I have it so pretty much all of my staging and the decouplers are on the same one. So right here I have like these side decouplers on a separate one, but this is a decoupler right here, and it's set up into the next stage. Should I separate those out? Is that going to help it? Maybe? That's the only thing I can think of, is if I take this decoupler off, where it's just these and they're on separate stages, maybe that'll fix it? Decouplers can be on their own stage or combine with another stage so that they fire the moment the other stage ignites. There's positives and negatives. Okay. I'm going to try and see if maybe keeping them separate might help for now, because I'm still getting no thrust to weight ratio, which is weird. Unless... Okay, so what is this? It's a liquid fuel and oxidizer, so it's got both. This one is a solid fuel booster, and this is not the stack separator. Not the stack separator. The thruster is a liquid fuel engine. It's a skipper. Does the skipper liquid fuel engine take... That's a vector. Another thing I should note, sometimes the hanger can be weird about Delta 5, and it'll work on the pad, but don't quote me on that. Okay. So, keep an eye on it, but it might still work. Okay, so a skipper is full liquid fuel, so it'll be fine. These are solid fuel, so they're going to be on their basic own separate thing. And then we're going to decouple onto this one. Okay. You know what? Let's just take it out. Let's try it. The worst thing it'll do is possibly explode. And at this point, that'll be okay. Where are those at? They're on utility. That's where they're at. Okay. We have a basic one set up. Let's just... You know what? Screw it. This is Royal Mark 1, and we will try it out, and we will see. The only thing I'm worried about is it not having enough thrust that it's actually going to be able to fully get off the ground. But I guess I'll figure that as I go. Staging. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Is my staging messed up? I don't think so. This lets go. Those let go. That's a little weird. Those decouple. First stage has tons of haul ass. The rest I have no idea. Okay. Well, we'll try it out and... Oh no, my staging is horrible. Oh no, you were right. Oh god, what did I do? This entire staging needs to go up here. Press Z for full throttle. Oh, I didn't realize Z did it. Because, like, shift and control alignment. Oh. Well, fair enough. Oh, that... Z for full throttle and X for cut throttle. Oh. Okay. Sick. Okay, I'm actually going to take this. We are going to put parachute here. This is going to have to go right here. No. This goes before this, like that. So we'll have this decouple, pop off. This will decouple and pop off, right? Right? Yeah! This decouples and pops off. Then we're stuck with our smaller engines right here that should get us a little farther. Then that'll decouple and pop off and start this. And then our last stage is strictly for that. Okay.